Hello everyone, Marek here. Welcome to another video. Now, if you've been following some of my videos, you may have seen the tests I've been doing over the years with Surface Pros that I've had in the past. Testing specifically with Adobe Premiere now, not Premiere Pro anymore, and Adobe After Effects. So for creatives, to show you how you could easily do video editing, animations, rotoscoping, 3D, on a laptop or / convertible. So I've been testing a number of different Surface Pros in the past, I think starting with Surface Pro 5 and then 6, 7, I may have skipped, I skipped one, and then 8 and 9, and now Surface Pro 10. So we're going to compare the performance of Surface Pro 10, which should be much faster, much better, because it's newer, uses newer architecture, newer processor as well. The one I'm using also has more RAM as well. So let's have a look at the test and let's see if Surface Pro 10 can outperform all the other Surface Pros that I used in the past. Okay, so test number 1 is where we're going to test exporting from Premiere using the standard settings for standard export as MP4 file using H.264 codec. I'm going to see how long it's going to take to export it and compare it to the other exports we did in the past. Now this was really quick, so let's see what the result is going to be here. So this is the result. That's really good. 1.8 seconds, that's amazing. And now comparing to Surface Pro 9, I don't know why, but Surface Pro 9 took so much longer to export than Surface Pro 8. So in this case, Surface Pro 10 is crushing Surface Pro 9, definitely. Okay, so let's do a second test. In a second test, we're going to look at how quick it's going to take to render slow motion on this sequence here in Premiere, a 5 seconds slow motion version. So let's have a look at that. Let's see how quickly this is going to render this slow motion section. So we've got this sequence here with some slow motion, and we have the in and out around the section of the slow motion section, which we're going to render here. And we'll see how long it's going to take to render it. And then we'll compare it to the other versions of Surface Pro as well. This one's going quite quick. Looks very promising, and that's the slow motion section here, already rendered. And here's the result for the Surface Pro 10. We will compare it to Surface Pro 9 in just a second, but looking at the results straight away, I think this is very impressive, just 13 seconds to render. And now comparing to Surface Pro 9, which took 45 seconds. Again, for some reason, Surface Pro 9 took so much longer than Surface Pro 8 as well. But again, Surface Pro 10 is crushing it. Okay, so in the next test, we're going to have a look at tracking a mask inside Premiere. We have this video of this car driving. We have a mask in place already. We're going to see how long it's going to take to track this section of. This is a 5 second long video. So let's have a look at that and let's see what happens here. So as it starts tracking up, now this was super quick. This was amazing, but I remember it was really quick on Surface Pro 9 as well. So we're going to compare the results now to see what we got in here. So on Surface Pro 10, we get in 1 second for the tracking the mask. And on Surface Pro 9, as a comparison, we had 2 seconds. And if you have a look on the other videos I did, these two were so much faster than Surface Pro 7 Plus or 6 or 5 for tracking the mask. Okay, so that's our next test. Now we're moving on to After Effects, and we're going to test rotoscoping in After Effects. We're going to rotoscope a 5 second long video, 5 second long composition. That's the composition here as an example. 5 seconds, 2 layers, one with the new background and one with this foreground here. So we'll just make a quick selection here with the Roto Brush tool. I'm not going to spend too much time on it, so it doesn't take too long. So I'm going to pause in here. And now we press spacebar to start propagating the frames. It's going quite quickly. It seems to be faster than Surface Pro 9. Let's get in there. And we're going to compare the results in just a second as well. So now it's finished. Okay, that's the video. So this is the result for Surface Pro 10, just 20 seconds. And the Surface Pro 9 as a comparison took 35 seconds. So not too bad, but we have a huge improvement in Surface Pro 10 over Surface Pro 9 in here. Now the next test is also going to be in After Effects, but this time we're going to test content-aware fill in After Effects on a 5-second long composition. I've made a mask in here already and I keyframed it because the car is moving in the video. So you can see the mask is following the car. Now we're going to run it through content-aware fill. So give it some feather, we made sure the mask is set to subtract. And then we're going to generate fill layer and we'll see how long this is going to take. I remember it's going to ask me to save it as well, so that's fine, that's okay. And now it's going to run. It was quick on Surface Pro 9, but seems to be similar on Surface Pro 10. So let's have a look at the results in here. So this is the result for Surface Pro 10. Good job, just 3 seconds. And now Surface Pro 9, as a comparison, it was 3.1 seconds. So pretty much almost the same. I think for the future tests, I will need to use longer videos, longer comps as well. Okay, moving on to test number 6. There's 2 more left. Tracking inside After Effects. We'll be tracking the same video, the same car, and see how long it's going to take to track it. It's the same video we're going to track in here, the same, not a composition, but the same video. So, we open the layer panel, we click on track motion to add a tracking point, we'll drop it on the car, like I have been doing in the past with the other tests as well, to keep it the same. And now we're ready to start tracking it or analyzing the data. And we'll see how long it's going to take in here. This one is super quick. It was super quick on Surface Pro 9 as well. So this is Surface Pro 10. It's 4.7 seconds. And Surface Pro 9 was 5.3 seconds. So still Surface Pro 10 has the edge, but just a little bit faster, but it's still improvement over Surface Pro 9. Okay, one final test. We're going to have a look at the rendering frames in 3D inside After Effects. We're going to use a 2-second long work area, and we'll see how long it's going to take to render this. So this is our last test. This is the comp with some 3D layers. It started rendering just so, because it's going to take a bit longer. I remember that on the Surface Pro 9, it took a little bit. Surface Pro 9 was much faster than Surface Pro 7 Plus or 6 or 5. Now Surface Pro 10 seems to take quite a bit of time in here, and it doesn't seem to be very fast, strangely enough. So as it's rendering, we're going to just show you the result. So we're going to stop. So strangely enough, Surface Pro 10 took 39 seconds. And I tried to test it twice. Well, Surface Pro 9 only took 10 seconds. So this is one test where Surface Pro 9 actually wins and Surface Pro 10 loses. But in all the other tests, Surface Pro clearly won against Surface Pro 9. So it's definitely an improvement in all the aspects except 3D for some reason in here. Here's the summary of the test results for you, comparing Surface Pro 10 and Surface Pro 9, how they did in all the tests, how they compare, and how Surface Pro 10 won in all but one test in here. Okay, I hope you enjoyed watching this. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, if anything worth mentioning, or if you want me to test some other aspects maybe in the future videos. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. I'm Marek Mularczyk from marekmularczyk.com, and thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.